Welcome and what is up there everybody, this is Casper with Casper Crypto, and in today's video I've got some huge Dogecoin news for you guys. Like, this stuff is absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I can't process this information yet. And along with that, we're going to also be doing some price predictions for Dogecoin, doing some technical analysis on Dogecoin's price to see where it's going to be heading in the next few hours and in the next few days. So before we get into the video, I'd really appreciate you guys could smash that like button down below and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys have not yet. I'd really appreciate it a ton. Alright, so getting into Dogecoin. Dogecoin is currently sitting at around 32.6 cents, which is a decent bounce from the lows it hit, which, if I recall correctly, was about 29.5 cents per Doge. So we're up around 10% from that, even though it may not look that significant on the charts right here. But we did make pretty high. We did get to pretty high prices with Dogecoin. Like, right after the bounce, about a day after, we were at almost 35 cents. So we are doing pretty well recovering from that bounce, and we're not letting ourselves drop below that neckline for the head and shoulders pattern, which I'll be showing you guys in the analysis part. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with Dogecoin, just consolidating at the moment, waiting to see which direction it wants to turn to. But one thing I wanted to mention to you guys is something really interesting that I found. The thing is that usually you see Bitcoin underperforming altcoins, right? But today and yesterday, I've seen a significant move in Bitcoin prices compared to the rest of the crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin is way past the levels it was at on June 7th after the huge drop, right? But if we take a look at something like Dogecoin or Ethereum or Cardano or XRP, we could probably see that, look, June 7th we were out 37 cents, so we're not even close to getting up to that price. We need to shoot up by like 12-13% to get there. But yeah, that's just something I want to share with you guys. Now let's get into the news. So we got Vitalik Buterin right here, who made $4.3 million from his $25,000 investment in Dogecoin so far. And I know a few people have talked about this, but there's something pretty significant that I heard a lot of people miss, and I want to make sure you guys understand this, because this is pretty big. Like, wow. All right, so let's just get right into it. All right. So Dogecoin, Vitalik Buterin recounted how he turned $25,000 to $4.3 million in 3 years by investing in Dogecoin. So in his recent podcast, he mentioned how he turned $25,000 to more than $4 million during 2016, and he gave it all away to charity. But here's the important stuff I want you guys to take a look at, right? So at the beginning, people didn't take it very seriously. I just remember thinking to myself, how am I going to explain to my mom that I just invested $25,000 into Dogecoin? Like, the only thing interesting about this coin is the logo of a dog somewhere. But of course, that was one of the best investments I ever made. So I guess investing into dogs isn't always a bad investment. Not financial advice, of course. But yeah, we see from here that Vitalik Buterin says how Dogecoin did surprisingly well over the last few years. He recalled being caught off guard during the speculative frenzy that resulted by Elon Musk's fascination with the meme coin. How in about right here, he says, at the end of 2020, Elon Musk started talking about Dogecoin, and the market cap shot up to 50 billion. It shot up multiple times, said Buterin. And he recounted, this is pretty interesting. So he recounted being in a lockdown in Singapore, where the price of Dogecoin shot up 775% over the course of a single day, from $0.008 to 7 cents in one day. That is one insane move. So anyone who got in on that move, they probably made some really good money. And he said, like, oh my goodness, Dogecoin is worth so much. I immediately called up some of my friends and told them to drop everything and scramble. I sold half my Doge, and I got $4.3 million. I donated the profits to Give Directly, and a few hours after I did this, the price dropped back from around 7 cents to 4 cents. So he goes on to talk about how he felt like an amazing trader because he sold at the top and then it dropped down by like 50%. But then, of course, he felt a little bit of regret when he saw that Dogecoin actually eventually ended up hitting 50 cents. So if we convert that to the amount he would have made right now, let's see, he sold at around 7 cents, right? And let's say right now Dogecoin price is about 33 cents per Doge. So if you sold at 7 cents, multiply that by about 4.5. Yeah, by about a little more than 4.5. So multiply 4.3 million times 4.5, and you've got a sum of well over $17 million that he would have gotten if he just hodled the line and had diamond hands and didn't sell it off over there. Come on, Vitalik, we expect you to have diamond hands here. Nah, I'm kidding, but 4.3 million is 4.3 million. You really can't get mad about that. That's an insane amount of money that'll set you up really well in life. But yeah, he said, assuming Buterin held on to the remaining 50% of Doge's stash, Ethereum's co-creator would currently be holding nearly $20 million worth of Dogecoin. So he's still holding like $20 million of Dogecoin. So he's a strong hodler. At least he hodled half of it, and now he is a pretty. I would say he's up there on some of the top holders of Dogecoin, because $20 million is a very significant amount. And despite backing the project relatively early in its development, Buterin emphasized how he did not anticipate that Dogecoin would capture the mainstream imagination and reemerge as a leading crypto asset by capitalization. Doge is becoming a big phenomenon where there's even a lot of people who heard about Doge who have not heard about Ethereum. Is something that I was not predicting. So yeah, he's talking about how Dogecoin has caught so much media attention, so many retail buyers that he did not expect, and he's still holding 20 million plus. I think at the moment, if he's still holding half of his Dogecoin, he's holding somewhere close to 20 million. I don't know exactly how much that would be in Doge, how many Dogecoins he actually holds, but he's holding $20 million in Dogecoin, which is insane. So yeah, he's a big supporter of the community. This guy right here, this lovely face, Vitalik Buterin, founder of Ethereum. And yeah, let's go into the analysis and talk about where we think Dogecoin is going to be heading over the next few hours and the next few days. So as you can see, Dogecoin's been mostly trading in between this channel right here. It has broken above it, bounced off of it a few times, but eventually entered right back into it. And if we look at the more macro scale, we can see that we're actually pretty close to the support level. And if I saw Dogecoin dropping short term, I think the lowest it would drop is about 31 cents. And if it were to drop below this support level, it would have to be very quick, because if you take a look, every time it has dropped below this trend line, below the support, it has rebounded within the 4-hour candle. So it's been holding pretty strong above this support, and it's not falling down below. And if it were to fall down below, we would have some pretty bad news. And the bad news is that we've been forming this huge head and shoulders pattern on Dogecoin, and the neckline right here is at the support level. So if Dogecoin were to fall below this, it could mean that we would have just not the death of Dogecoin, but we'd see a significant drop, because usually after a head and shoulders, there's a pretty significant retracement down. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Dogecoin below the 20-cent levels, maybe even the 10 to 20-cent levels, if we saw a break below the neckline. But good thing is, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed, that we don't break below this neckline, and we're going to be hodling strong above it. So yeah, more of a short-term area that I'm looking at Dogecoin at is for Dogecoin to hit about the 44-cent level. That'd be the next support. That'd be the next resistance level that I hit multiple times before. I hit it one time here, another time here, third time here, and a fourth time here. So yeah, that'd be a pretty strong resistance level that I'd look for it to hit pretty soon. And that's just basically my goal with Dogecoin right now. I'm just looking to accumulate on the dips, on the big dips like we had right here, and then hold it up. And I'm not taking profits yet, definitely not yet. I think Dogecoin could still go to well over $1, but that's just my current plan for now. This is, of course, not financial advice. These videos are just for educational, entertainment purposes only. But yeah, that's basically it for today's video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.